YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in the Norsca campaign. Sorry it's been so long. I had to have my wife send the file over to me. I'm recording this actually while I'm still at Gamescom in Cologne. So yeah, anyway, I didn't have the file, and hold on just one second. I don't have two monitors here. I'm going to tab out and just double check that this is recording so I don't waste my time and yours, and yes, it is recording, so good news indeed. So when we left off last time, we had Throgg headed for Bretonnia, and I think I'm going to bypass what's left of the Empire and try and, like I said, just head for Bretonnia. Throgg needs to get over there, I think, for some quest battles anyway. Let's put him into the raiding camp, and then we'll do some extra looking here. So the Wintertooth Crown, actually Throgg needs to raid over here. It doesn't have to be Throgg, actually. Well, yeah, I have it kind of backwards right now. So Throgg needs to go towards the mountains, and Wulfrik needs to head towards Bretonnia. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take Wulfrik. We'll take him and head back towards Altdorf. We'll take Throgg, wreck Talabheim, and work our way across towards Nashrak's lair and start to challenge the stunties. I'm trying to think if this army is going to need more. Well, we have the flyers plus 2 fast-moving wolves to get at the enemy skirmishers, because we need plenty of skirmishers if we're going to try and take down the Dawi. We've also got these fast-moving werekin. So we should be able to try and challenge the Dawi. We don't really have an infantry corps in this army, which I'm trying to think whether or not, I mean, it could be slightly problematic, but then in some ways kind of not. I don't know, so we'll give it a try and see how we stand up to the stunties. So yeah, we'll swap it up. I do believe it's time for me to end a turn though, so let's go ahead and end a turn. How are y'all doing? I hope you're doing great. Man, I've had an amazing week. It's been a great opportunity for me to be here, and I feel very privileged to have had the opportunity. And I'll tell you what, this opportunity wouldn't happen if it weren't for the awesome support that you all give me and coming here and watching these videos. And I mean, it's you that have garnered me the attention from these companies who have me come do this stuff, so thank you. And like I said, it's a real privilege to have been here, and I hope that you enjoyed the insight into Total War Warhammer 2 that I got you. I tried to get insight from other games. I wasn't super successful because I'm kind of a small fish, but I did get to see some of the games, and if you'll have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments, and I'll tell you whether or not I got to play a certain game, and if I did, what I was able to, or what I thought about it in terms of how it played and everything else. So like I said, just let me know if you had any questions, but I do apologize that I didn't end up getting tons of behind-the-scenes footage, because when it comes to Total War, you know, they're great about helping me, and they know who I am, and but there's a lot of other games where HeirofCarthage is an heir of nobody, and they don't know who I am, and quite frankly don't care. So there we go. Alright, we're going to keep our folks healing up, and we'll just keep moving them in the directions that we need to. But no, it's been a really fantastic trip. I also want to say thanks to the folks, like all the people in Germany.
Webs have more courage than your ugly mates.
This is the only time you want to have a war with me, huh? Bring it. So yeah, this is the second time I've been out of the States, and I do not speak a word of German. Well, I say a word. I know a couple of words, but very, very few. And it's very kind, and I'm very grateful for the people here. Everywhere I go, they're happy to speak English to me and help me, and I just wanted to say thank you to the good folks of Germany who have helped me on this trip, and appreciate the hospitality that, you know, this country has offered me. It's very, very kind, and it's been a great experience. You have a beautiful country here, and, you know, hopefully I get to bring my family to see it again someday. I didn't have them with me this time. But yes, thank you. And I'm sure that a lot of you live in a great place that I would also love to see, but unfortunately my travel is somewhat limited sometimes. Okay, there we go. We can start researching. Let's go ahead and start working on this ruination of the vampire counts. Oh, I still got that metal sorcerer there as well. We can take and see if we can go ahead and scout out Bretonian lands. Bretonnia is begging me for peace treaties, which means they must not be in as good a shape as they would like.
Let's talk terms.
What does
But with
the
any
Gormandy tribe want? They want me to join the war against the Dwarves? Not yet, but soon. We'll do it on my terms. Tween Light Pad Movie Wolf. Oh, there we go. I think it's time to occupy Altdorf so that we can get the special settlement required there. I'm going to go ahead and build some siege engines that might make this a bit easier. I don't think we need the ram though. If anything, I'll just get more towers for the infantry. Let's continue the siege for a few turns. We don't have to worry about income because our income is in the positive. So it's no concerns at the moment. Let's get Talabheim, which does not have appropriate defenses. We could sack it, but since I don't need the income, let's just hurry along our way. I'm going to raise it for the Hound. I'm going to make sure that we keep this trait here that's giving us the reduced upkeep cost. We got a lot of skill points now to take care of. Let's finish Frostbitten and then get the Fight or Die. And then let's move on to the Werekin. Finish the armor. Our Balefiend. We can get Occam's Mindrazor, which can certainly help Throgg in killing enemy lords. And let's go over here, finish the Thickskin. So, we've done our leveling up there. I might go ahead and pop through and hit Wolfenburg and Castle von Rauken on my way over to Dwarf territory. That way we can kind of wipe out the Empire as we go. There's still Wurtbad over here, but I'm not terribly concerned about doubling back for that just yet. I'd like to get on over to Bretonnia because they're looking a little weak, and I don't want another faction to put them out of their misery before I have the privilege of doing it for them. I'm thinking if I go to fight the Wood Elves, though, that it may be appropriate to like just get a big bunch of armored Werekin and like spam that, because it would run down all their archers and cavalry and everything else. I need to potentially train an army for that guy. We're at 58 to 60, so we'll be up to level 2, which will start gaining us unit experience. We'll probably use that stack up there just to protect Norsca. We're going to wait and continue building our siege engines here. It's going to take a few turns. And I may not actually fight the Battle of Altdorf again, since I've already fought it a couple of different times. Replenish that real quick. I am enjoying this campaign a lot. I really am. But man, after having played the Skaven campaign in Warhammer 2, I'm just so ready for Warhammer 2. This game is a ton of fun, and I don't mean that as a knock on it, but it's partly because, you know, when something's new, it's more exciting, but it's just good. And I'm so excited to like dig in and dive into the campaign there. I don't want to take the extra turns, but man, I hate giving up that sacking income, and I'm not going to. I can't just turn my back on that much income. I'll take the extra turns here. Pile up some more income. It'll be handy one day. Alright, our Metal Sorcerer, let's give him the Hounds. The Hounds are actually pretty decent when you overcast it into a blob of armored infantry. You can cause some pretty extensive damage. Alright, got through the turn end. Let's see what this says. Amongst the high snowy peaks, a scouting party has uncovered a dark passage leading to the heart of the mountain. Your shamans say this is no ordinary cave. It is the gate to the void, giving direct access to chaos energies. They say to hear the gods themselves whispering from within, promising that those who dare approach may be granted new and terrible strength. You should send someone to investigate. So we can either send the trolls and get stronger monsters, which gives unit experience for the trolls, or we can do it for the send the marauders. I don't know if I'm recruiting anything for the next 10 turns, but I would probably have some infantry, so we'll go down that road. Not a huge deal to me at this point. What's the balance of power looking like here? I really don't want to fight this one. I'd rather auto-resolve it. I'll wait till I get some more towers and it may flip the auto-resolve.
I'll rip out guts.
Because I've already fought the battle for Altdorf a couple of times, and I don't feel a need to rehash it. Okay, we hit level 2 in our allegiance to the Hound. And we can level up Throgg. So leadership and melee defense for Famir warriors could come in quite handy as we go to fight the dwarves. And then this one, melee defense and charge bonus for frost worms. Worms, however you say that. I need both, so let's work on both over the next couple of level ups here. One of my werekin leveled up. Let's give him the Aura Chaos, make him slightly more missile resistant. And let's see if there's any equipment that can be had for these guys. Ooh, look at this. I haven't used the Giant Cygor eyeball. So it's going to give someone Doom and Darkness and Flock of Doom. I'm trying to think, boy, that would be really handy with Wulfrik on top of his... This guy's already got the Vortex from the Frostworm scale. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Immune to Psychology, that would not be a bad banner to have. Extra weapon strength. Melee attack for Skin Wolves. I don't know that I need anything else here. Let's take a look at the Wulfrik. I don't need a potion of speed. He's got this Talisman of Endurance, which is giving him a ward save. So I don't really want to put that on him. We could put it on our Death Shaman here. That gives him damage resistance though, so that's pretty handy. Shaman Sorcerer Metal. Dawnstone is physical resistance. Yeah, that magic resistance isn't super handy. Let's put it on our let's put it on Appius Rolus Balefiend here. Okay. That should work. Let's just leave that alone for now. So we can only put one of those in each army, apparently. We've already got it. Let's end another turn. Hey, if y'all haven't had a chance, I don't know if you like this kind of thing, but if you like seeing cool, like, custom modded computers, meaning, like, custom cases, go check out my Twitter feed at @AirTweets. I put up some pictures of some cool custom mods. One of them was like literally a big Iron Man figure that someone built a computer in, and there was others. And I'll have more pictures, and I'll actually have a video up covering that soon if you all want to see it, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna put up a video kind of wrapping up stuff for MSI that they asked me to do. So I'll be showing you all the different challenge things, quote unquote, that I participated in with them. It was fun. I had a good time. Sometimes their stuff is a bit silly, but you know, it's whatever. They're going to be kind enough to ask me to come to the show and help get me here. It's the least I can do. But it should be a lot of fun. Also, I'm going to be doing some builds soon. I'm going to be doing a Threadripper build for anybody who wants to see that. Now, I know a lot of you say, oh, Air, I can't afford any Threadripper builds. Yeah, it's just going to be for fun. They sent me the stuff. I didn't even, like, I mean, I asked for it. I wanted to see it. I understand that it's not like a budget gaming thing that like a whole bunch of you all are going to be into. But in terms of that, I do have something in mind for next month. I am going to break out a budget gaming build and help you all understand what may be the best way to build your own rig for Warhammer 2 to get like good performance at the least price. And when I say good, we're not talking like anything crazy. Like truly a budget build. So that'll be fun. So that's a couple things coming up that hopefully I can help you all with, and I'm gonna time that budget build right around the release of Warhammer 2, so that if you all decide you were wanting to go out and buy it, but you don't have a computer, you might be able to see what would it take, what could you do. So like I said, that one's gonna be focused on running the game probably on like, you know, like medium to high settings on 1080p. So nothing crazy fancy, just all sane. Trying to make it affordable. In my gullet? Whatever you say, Throgg, whatever you say. Alright, let's finish this. And go to our Bale Fiend. I'd like to get the Arcane Conduit, which we can. Perfect. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and drop into a raiding stance, make some extra money. The Empire is basically shattered. There's nothing they can effectively do to stop me. I'm going to actually save this. Just do a quick save. And I'm going to auto-resolve, and as long as they don't screw me over and make me lose a bunch of units. Nah, that was pretty manageable, actually. Air, why did you auto-resolve Altdorf? Because I played it twice before. That's why. Don't worry. We're going to establish an outpost. We need it for a special building, and to get some special benefits. So I'm going to go ahead and build this one, the loot pile. That'll let us build up some growth faster. This will help replenish troops quickly for Wulfrik so we can move on towards Bretonnia. And then Throgg is raiding and sacking his way along over to Dwarf lands. There's really only one settlement left with Empire, and I may have to double over there really quick and destroy it before we head on to Bretonnian lands. Just to get them out of the picture entirely. I do like that the Empire was bigger and slightly stronger than I've seen them in past campaigns, so I think the patches that they made there were quite worth it, or quite nice. They actually did the job. So we've discovered a pair of sacrificial altars. They're shaped like ravenous beasts. The other's in the form of a peculiar reptilian creature. So basically we have to sacrifice something. Do we sacrifice the reptilian or to the beast? The beast one, the reptilian one, gives us extra recruit for familiar Bale Fiend. Ooh, I got an idea. Let's do that one because it gives me extra experience for familiar Bale Fiends. Let's get rid of this crappy fire sorcerer. So long, chump. And let's get another hero. We're gonna get another Bale Fiend, and we'll pull him in. There we go. And see, he starts at level 6, which means we can get the Mystifying Miasma, Enfeebling Foe, Pendulum, Smoke and Mirrors, Evasion. Basically, we can get him to start off at a higher level, and eventually when the stack is doing some fighting, we'll have a useful sorcerer there, all ready to go. I am going to keep moving through Kislev territory. I'm going to stop and raid and replenish, and like I said, I'm going to kind of work my way down to the Dawi and go raid Nashrak's lair.
The eternal challenge.
Okay, Altdorf. Let's wait a turn or two here. It'd be nice to get some defenses set up at Altdorf, but it's going to take quite a bit of growth. The Bretonnians are moving against me, so it might be nice to meet them in open field battle.
To the four corners.
Yeah, we can actually take on Lewin. Wow, Pegasus Knights, Grail Relic, Questing Knights, Grail Knights. Wow, 3 Paladins. We would definitely need to get rid of the Damsel and Lewin, but if Lewin is on a horse, which, yeah, he is. He's on a Barded Warhorse. He will actually be a super easy kill because he won't be able to get away from the mammoths.
I'll rip out guts.
Ooh, Bretonnia had a second stack hidden there. Sneaky, sneaky. How about that? Well, I can't say that this is going to be an easy fight, but we're going to fight it nonetheless. Actually, we can lightning strike. So long, Bretonnia. I mean, might have been kind of interesting to fight the bigger one, but it also might have been slightly suicidal. It depends on how well the AI was able to use the troops that they had, but this is clearly Bretonnia's crusade to stop me here, as they know where I'm headed next. That's why they've been begging for peace, and also preparing this. So this should be interesting. We're definitely going to fight from the woods, as it should favor us. They're a lot more reliant on their charges than I am, and their charges will be quite disrupted coming through the woods. Gonna keep a couple of spear units kind of behind the lines on both flanks. Only fire at what I tell you to. So we got skin wolves, and let's put these back here towards the back. And I'm gonna layer in some Bale Fiends here. And then let's get our Mammoth Core right up front to try and lure the enemy charge. Seems like I'm still... Yeah. Shaman Sorcerer. Just kind of keep him right back here. Alright. Got our group hard grouped. Norsca. Start the battle. I kind of maneuver to this position. Gives me good cover in the woods. So this will give me cover from their trebuchet. Alright, let's see what the Bretonnians are going to do here. We'll see if they kind of come in a little premature with their... Let's get our Marauders a little bit more up into the woods here. It looks like these guys may just kind of foolhardily charge my flanks. My Marauder Berserkers are going to take a savaging. Yep, they're just coming straight down over here. Those Pegasus Knights are going to pack a terrible charge. And if by terrible, you know what I mean, like a really good one. Be kind of handy to have my Mammoths over here to help inflict excessive damage. But this is a pretty good engagement for us nonetheless. Kind of back up a little bit over here again. They're going to cycle charge me as soon as I turn my back, so turn around and get them. Okay, nothing big going on the other flank. Focus down the Grail Knights. Everybody dogpile. Wow, Skin Wolves are taking a savaging from the Grail Knights. No surprise, because Grail Knights are very good versus lower armored. And my armor is pretty much gone because of different events that have happened in campaign. Fortunately for me, Skin Wolves can regenerate. Come on, kill those losers. Okay, let's get back over here. Okay, here comes the charge on the other flank. Hit these guys with some javelins. Let's get our Mammoth Core. Get over here and take out these cavalry that are trying to pull through me. Let's get rid of these guys. Okay, this flank's still safe. So Bretonnia is kind of throwing its cavalry a little more piecemeal at me, which is a mistake to be sure. These questing knights are going to hurt. But their charge was somewhat fouled. And I've got my mammoths nearby. So this should see the destruction of quite a lot of the remaining Bretonnian cavalry, so we've significantly weakened the cavalry force. There's still a Knights of the Realm and a couple of Royal Pegasus Knights. move up just a little bit over here. Okay, what are you gonna do, Pegasus Knights? Look at the AI doing some cheeky cycle charging here. Actually, right here, right here, right here. Let's surround this blob. Yeah, get over here. Surround this stuff. Come on. Start getting Lewin with the javelins. Okay. Fall in. Come help my javelins. Okay. Let's get a Doom and Darkness over here. I don't know if we can get a Fear route going in the presence of Lewin and probably a Grail Rally, but we can try to bust up anything possible. It's certainly not hurting anything. Let's get our javelins back out of here. Alright, so the big blob is certainly not favoring the Bretonnians, and it's falling apart at the seams now. Bretonnian army is going to be in full retreat. I don't know exactly what happened to Lewin in there. He might have died, but maybe not either. Anyway, going to be a solid victory over Bretonnia, and should be a nice ending point for this video. Well, actually, we've got a little bit of time left, so let's keep going. So Wulfrik soundly destroying Lewin's army. I think Lewin did manage to escape, but he lost a considerable portion of his forces. We did take some damage to a few of our units, but nothing that we won't be able to live without. We're just going to add to the treasury. So we could attack their next force, but let's wait. We can almost get all the way back to Altdorf. So we'll see what the Bretonnians do now. They still got this force, so they still have a fair amount of troops in the region. And let's go up and...
Battle time is feeding time!
Battle time is feeding time. That's... I need to get that one up on the stream deck whenever I get home. Alright, we'll pretty much be done replenishing after this turn, and we can get by... Oh, I totally forgot to raise Castle von Rauken. My bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to not pay attention to you. I don't want you guys not being raised from the Hound.
My ice age comes.
Okay, so the Skin Wolf. Let's go with Devastating Charge and Foe Seeker. Okay, now we are ready to end a turn.
I like taking Empire men's skulls as trophies for my armor.
That's a good idea.
Nice and thick.
The Empire wants peace. No. I think not. Wow, look at... What? Oh no, look at that. So Bretonnia, since I'm in Force March and I can't attack, they're just going to go around me, and they're going to attack Altdorf, which has very few defenders, and they're going to hit me with a pretty large force here. If I let them attack Altdorf, they're just going to turn around and attack me in return. Let's, what is this? What does the terrain look like? It's, yeah, okay, so it's not going to be the walled Altdorf because I took it, and I'm not sure if the custom map mod has the Altdorf map for a Norsca type settlement. You know, though, if I get up in a corner where the mammoths can do their damage, like there's no way these guys can beat me. So let's try it. Let's fight the battle. I have a Death Sorcerer too. We'll pull those few infantrymen back to join up with the reinforcements that come from Wulfrik, and they can kind of meat shield some of the charges. But we should be able to do this. So I like that Bretonnia's putting a solid effort in here. Ooh, actually this start position though. I wonder which reinforcing army is which though. Because one of these reinforcing armies is quite weak from Lewin. How about... the best thing to do might be to just hide these guys in the woods. And try and use the reinforcing army. If our reinforcing army can get to this one and try and smash it and draw the attention of these guys. Let's see what happens. Okay. Staying in the woods here is very much going to be to our advantage.
Wulfrik the Wanderer. Ready to murder.
Let's go down here and knock out these few reinforcing troops. I don't know what the AI is going to do, so I'm going to ignore their main army if possible. And try and go down here and focus. I'm going to put all these infantrymen in one big group. Let's get them over here as well. Okay, this is the remnants of Lewin's army. I want to engage them with haste. Okay. Let's get our infantrymen down there. Okay, our mammoths and maws of savagery are going to do their work. Alright, group 3, come over here. I need to save the damage that's about to happen here to these skin wolves. Come on, mammoths. Get over here. Just ignore the stupid men-at-arms. Alright, so we're gonna slaughter these guys. Okay, that's gonna be the end of the Bretonnian forces in this general vicinity. I don't want Lewin to make it over to his main army. This is problematic. Put some reinforcements over here. Yeah, we've got, let's get 2 spearmen. Get on the questing knights. Okay, actually we're gonna need our leadership over here. Alright, so the AI is going all in on me now. They're just completely zerging. I'm going to pause it just for a moment because I got a whole bunch going on and I'm getting confused. Let's get this guy over here and I'm going to... let's see... I'm going to drop a Doom and Darkness in here to lower enemy morale. See if we can speed anybody along their way. Okay, let's keep our 3 mammoths close. Okay, ooh, that charge is gonna hurt a little. But once those Pegasus Knights are on the ground, they're gonna get really torn apart. Taking some pretty nasty charges from Bretonnia at the moment. Let's get all of these troops over here. Okay, the enemy lord died. Let's try and hammer our way through all this cavalry, and let's get a Sea Fang spun up right up in this direction. Wow, our infantry is getting savaged over here. Perfect opportunity, actually. Purple Sun ought to clean out some of those Bretonnian infantry quite nicely. Is Albrecht on foot, or does he have a horse? Can't tell because he's so teeny. We certainly cleaned out a lot of the Bretonnian forces there. Let's try and... Albrecht must be on foot because he's getting knocked around like a ragdoll. That means he's going to actually be somewhat hard to kill. Let's just use our mammoths to clean up the cavalry. Okay, those archers are actually causing me a little more pain and suffering than I would like. Maws of savagery. Let's savage them, please. Alright, focus down the cavalry with our mammoths. Albrecht is just a loser, and I'm mostly unconcerned about him. Let's get our infantry on him. Alright, our mammoths are now tanking out the important parts of the fight here. Get these Knights of the Realm out of here. Our mammoths have taken a lot of damage. Skin Wolves got intercepted over here. That's not good. Get out of that fight. Get out of that fight. The reinforcing troops are keeping the balance of power way higher than it should be. I'm gonna go get rid of these bows. I've had enough of this. I'm gonna let my Skin Wolves come down here and do a little bit of regenerating. Yeah, say your prayers there, bowman. Because good night. Your life is over. We had to have gotten a lot of kills with that. Yeah, we got a decent number of kills with that Purple Sun. It cleared out most of the Bretonnians. There we go. We're gonna savage these archers. How in the world is Albrecht? He must have an infantry shield or something. Had enough of these guys, for goodness sakes. Alright, where's those Skin Wolves at? Let's get them around here. Those archers are gonna try and start shooting me in the back. Freaking annoying archers won't die. Alright, somehow Albrecht is making a heroic stand here. We'll put an end to that rather quickly. There you go. He actually took that charge. And now we're going to go put an end to these archers once and for all. So we are fighting our way through this. Wissen's wild form won't matter. With the loss of Albrecht, I mean, I don't see any possible way that Bretonnia starts to turn this around. They have some reinforcements up here, which are the mounted yeomen. I'll save some Fate of Buna for them. Okay. So we will end up fighting our way out of it. It was a bit ugly, but it ended up working. So despite Bretonnia's best try, they are going to fail. Let's go ahead and move all my troops up here. Almost lost this Mist Stalkers. It took a beating. How did everybody do in terms of kills? Man, we got savaged by those Royal Hippogriff Knights for a while. The Mammoths, of course, carrying the lion's share of this battle. But then our Death Sorcerer having done some pretty important work too. Really? Peasant Bowman. Guy's just unbreakable, apparently. They're completely beat up. The power bar doesn't look good, but hey, that's okay. I got some wolves who would be happy to greet them. And I do mean happy. Get them, doggies.
Send them back to their hells.
Alright. So I'm guessing those archers are not going to be keen on bothering us again. Not really sure why these guys are not shattered, but they will be soon. Okay. Where's my Death Sorcerer? Some more bows came back over here. Alright, Death Sorcerer, let's do some Fate of Yuna here. And those Knights of the Realm. Okay, those fire arrows have got to go. We're gonna go take care of that immediately. Let's see, so Bretonnia, this is why they had some chance left in the battle, albeit a small one. Okay, this enemy lord is on a horse, but I can't afford to sit still and potentially take this archer fire either. Okay, those Knights of the Realm came in to attack me. Shouldn't be too big of a concern. Let's push forward here with these guys. I'm gonna hit play again. There we go. Alright, so we shattered Bretonnia. Their lord probably got waylaid pretty quick by the mammoths. That is gonna be it for this episode. So a heroic victory over Bretonnia, who attempted to take what is now mine. That would be my alt dwarf. Nice try, though. Good to see you all active on the battlefield. I like seeing the AI make a good solid attempt like that. But I also enjoy seeing that attempt defeated. Picked up another ruby ring. That might be fun to put on one of our werekin. Let's
I will not blight my soul.
Okay, dwarf.
I'll see it through. Seeking, destroying.
We're gonna get rid of some of these leftover Bretonnians and then end the episode. Do appreciate you all watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed recording it for you. These guys are gonna get away. Yeah, because they're gonna run away. Cowards. So yeah, I enjoyed making it for you. I will see you back soon on another episode of the Norsca campaign.